Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. Have you been receiving messages from the dragons? Let's talk about it. So today we're going to be talking about the dragon awakening that is taking place in the collective consciousness at this time. There's many different symptoms that come along with this, and we'll get into it a little bit deeper, but let's talk about the dragons. So there are these dragons that are held within the earth that have been here since the fall. Okay? When the fall happened, if you do hear the bugs that are going crazy back here, enjoy them. They're good for your nervous system, but they won't stop. I asked them already. They said no. Anyways, so when the fall happened and we fell from the divine matrix into the false matrix, the dragons were, there was many other beings on this planet, and they were said, you can either go into a different dimension, you can go into a state of sleep, or you can leave. Basically, because, we're making a contract for the false matrix, okay? So the dragons were like, no, this is my land. I'm going to stay here until the time that I am initiated to wake up. And when I wake up, we're going to bring back, the divine matrix. So that is what has just happened with this dragon awakening, as the wind is confirming here. Hi, wind. So this is confirming that the dragons are back here to take back our sovereignty as a group of children of God, as a group of sovereign beings that have been lied to and manipulated to believe that we are less than, to believe that we are slaves to this earth, and so on and so forth. So the dragon energy that is awakening within consciousness at this time is a remembrance of sovereignty, is a remembrance of divinity, is a remembrance of being divine children of the sun, divine children of God, divine children of Gaia. So how does this manifest into our physical reality? This can come in many different forms, and it can feel almost like a Kundalini awakening. Wind just knocked something over there, so that's really interesting. That was confirmation. Almost like a Kundalini awakening, and it is a Kundalini awakening. So it's, as we know, the Kundalini awakening is this spiraling energy that is moving up the spine and up into the third eye to activate and all this stuff. This is the next level of a Kundalini awakening. It's the dragon awakening. So we're in the year of the snake, death and rebirth, and it's as if we are dying to the old Kundalini understanding of self and coming into a new Kundalini understanding of self with the dragon power and integrity and energy. Okay, so I feel like the snake had a lot of really deep importance for humanity to learn how to open up the Kundalini awakening with snake consciousness, but now we're coming into dragon consciousness. And so it can manifest in many different ways, like I'm saying. It can come in a way of, again, feeling very tantric. So finding pleasure in life, like really experiencing the highs of life, really finding divine bliss. Yeah, confirmation with the wind here again. Really finding divine bliss within every moment of life. And in that, again, we work with, duality. We work with light and dark. So in that, there's also this immense amount of pain that we're working through that is also being experienced during this tantric awakening, Kundalini awakening, dragon awakening, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so, but in this, we're being called to continue to focus on our womb space or our sacral chakra as a space of creation, because in this dragon awakening, there is this assisted creative energy that is taking place here in our bodies and in the earth. And again, the awakening is happening physically with these dragons that have been, asleep in the earth for a very long time. And because we are the microcosm of the macrocosm, the same thing is happening to us. Our body is earth. And so as the dragon is awakening within earth, the dragon is awakening within us. And it's often held within the root or the sacral area within the womb. A lot of times we can start to work with the dragon by starting to learn who our dragon guide is. Everyone has a dragon guide. They're assisted to us before we come into this earth experience, because the protective energy of earth is dragons. And so all of us get a little baby dragon that grows with us as we continue on this earth experience. And the more that we can tune into that dragon sense of self within ourselves, the stronger this dragon awakening is going to be within you. So if you have yet to learn who your dragon guide is, I really do suggest you do a dragon meditation, and we might do one of those on this channel soon. It does feel like we need to get to know your dragon guide and to work with your dragon energy. So again, this is a part of the next phase of consciousness, of remembering our sovereignty, of bringing us back into our divine state of being. It is a shedding of the old and an integrating of the new. So again, moving up the spine, we have this dragon energy similar to Kundalini energy, moving up the spine with deep power. And it's like this very beautiful anger. It's like an anger that is very well deserved, because this dragon energy is saying, why are my children hurting? Why are my beautiful beings of light hurting on this planet? They should not be in a state of suffering here. Earth experience is a very, very beautiful place. And so what this dragon energy is doing for us is aligning frequencies to bring us back into the divine matrix, the Garden of Eden, the new earth consciousness, Christ consciousness, all of these things. It is a bringing together of energies, but it's not as if these dragons are saviors outside of us. It's these dragons are being awakened within us, that we become the sovereign beings with divine anger that go and change the world. Do you understand? So it's this beautiful earth dragon frequency that is activating within us, because we are the microcosm of the macrocosm. Okay, so that dragon energy inside of us now is fueling. So again, like I said, with this tantric energy, you're going to feel the really high highs, and you're going to feel all of the emotions in between during this time, to really be able to gain sovereign control over yourself, over your experiences, over this earth experience. Because what we're being asked to do with this dragon energy is create the new earth through our womb. This is why I'm saying the dragon energy is within the womb. Create the new earth through our sovereign and co-creative abilities. Okay, so let's kind of, wrap this into a cohesive thought. So the dragon energy is this very fiery passion to understand that you are important, to understand that you are a divine vessel of Christ consciousness, that you are a divine vessel of the new earth, that you are a divine vessel of Garden of Eden, you are a divine vessel of crystalline light consciousness. Okay? You're a very important person. This dragon energy is reminding you of how important you are, and the sun comes out, of how important you are and how much of an impact you can actually make on the world through your sovereign and co-creative abilities. And so again, allow this dragon energy inside of you to be seen, to not be neglected any longer, to be felt, to be heard, to be appreciated. So you might also feel stirring in the lower belly. You might feel extra experiences on your period if you're a feminine energy, or if you have a womb. Even if you don't have a womb, I would say there's going to be a lot of energy around that sacral chakra area. A lot of creativity is coming through, and what you're being asked to do is actually show through with that creativity. If you have a divine calling, follow through with it. This is not a time to say, oh, maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years, maybe in another month I'll do it. This is not the time to push things back. This is go time. Your dragon energy inside of you is saying, this is go time. Let's go. You have something important to share with the world. Let's do it. It is time now, because this is the perfect period of time that the awakening needs to be initiated. Okay? So your spiritual gifts, your spiritual sovereignty, all of these things are coming online very, very strong right now. You might have a lot of ascension symptoms due to this. Honor your body, give yourself a lot of grace, but something really beautiful is coming forward for all of us as we initiate into our sovereign roles as divine beings on this earth consciousness. We are the ones that are lifting consciousness into the new earth through our dragon energy, through our active engagement with our divinity and with our sovereignty and our self. Okay? So that's what the dragons are saying here. There's also, so another thing about why the dragons are so protective is dragons are, like, that's their thing. They are very protective over their treasures, okay? And I want you to understand how important you are to these dragons. You are the treasure. You are the treasure. And I need you to see that within yourself so that you can truly come into your fullness with self, so that you can truly accept the gifts that are within you, so that you can truly rest in the new earth consciousness, because it is time for that. We've been waiting for this. We've been excited about this, and now it is go time, baby. So again, tantric energy, we want to be facilitating and allowing ourselves to feel everything during this time. Your divine anger is very, very valid. Allow it to be felt and move through it, because with that moving through, with that feeling, you'd gain clarity on what you need to do about that divine anger. Okay, so feel into your divine anger, feel into your divine joy, because that's going to be matched with that as well. You're going to have this beautiful amount of joy that comes into your biofield, maybe randomly, maybe it's cyclical, but you're going to feel this divine joy that comes to you more naturally and naturally and naturally, until you really just vibrate in this frequency of joy, this frequency of love, this frequency of peace. Okay, so that's the importance of feeling. Dragon energy moving up your spine, you could get some back spasms, you could have some energy movement around the spine, you might continue to try to readjust your spine. That's very normal, very common, so continue to do that. Posture is very important. And remember your sovereignty, remember your gifts, and go be the light, go be the change, go be the new earth. I love you guys so much. I hope you appreciated this video, and have a great rest of your day. Mwah.